A very happy and cheerful morning to all my dear students. I hope you all are fine at home and taking care of your health. So, we are back with our social studies class. And as you remember, we were studying chapter number 4 in the earliest cities. That is of history. Okay? So, in the last class, we studied what is the meaning of citadel. Okay? It is a strong castle in or near a city where people can shelter from danger, especially during a war. Okay? So, all this we studied. Now, let's get back to the topic. So, we'll start from the new topic, that is the village life. Okay, let's read about it. Village people grew crops and reared animals. What they did? They used to grow crops, they used to take care of the animals. The farmers and the herders living in the villages supplied food to people living in the towns. So, the people who lived in the villages, what they did? They used to supply the food in the town areas. Now, the archaeological remains of plants show that the Harappans grew wheat, pulses, peas, barley, rice, sesame, linseed, mustard, banana, melon and pomegranate. Okay, so all these things from wheat till pomegranate, all these things they used to grow. Is it clear? Now, a toy model of a plough which has been found indicates that people used ploughs to farm the land. The Harappans reared sheep, cattle, goats and buffalo. Okay, we have heard about the cattle rearing and the other animals, how they used to take care. Right. These animals may have been used for milk and meat. Okay, these animals are used for milk and meat. Now, talking about the art and craft during that time. So, pottery making had reached an advanced stage. The pottery of this culture was wheel made and adorned with a variety of natural and non-geometric motifs. See, all of you, can you see over here? What is it? It is a Harappan seal. This is the kind of art and craft you saw during that time. Okay? Now see, numerous seals have been found from Harappan sites. Most of them are made of terracotta. In the last class we had discussed terracotta and are square or rectangular in shape. Okay, so the most of these kind of things, they were either in square shape or in rectangle shape. The seals usually had a short inscription accompanied by a religious character or some animals like a tiger, goat or elephant. So the seals, okay, see, this is a Harappan seal. So this kind of different seals every place had. So in this, what was it? They have a short inscription. In chapter 1 we have studied about inscription and a religious character. Okay, or it can be some animal also. So this is how they used to make their seals. Now, Harappans also excelled in making statues, okay, and what else? In stone. A large number of terracotta animal and human figurines have been found from all over the Indus Valley. Okay, so different types of animals and human figures have been discovered by the archaeologists in Indus Valley civilization. Clear? They also made terracotta toys. See over here. Terracotta toys over here. Then rattles, vessels in the form of birds, dyes and cakes. Okay. Now the Harappans were also aware of metal including copper, bronze, gold and silver. Okay, see, mainly they were using clay and terracotta to make stuff, okay, art and craft and all. But they were also aware about different metals like copper, bronze, gold and silver. Copper and bronze were mainly used to make what? Please underline. Copper and bronze were mainly used to make tools, weapons, vessels and ornaments. If we talk about gold and silver, so gold and silver were used to make ornaments and vessels only. Naturally, we also make ornaments of gold and silver. So the same way what they did, they used copper and bronze to make tools, weapons, vessels, okay, vessels and containers in which they can keep things and ornaments, while gold and silver were used to make ornaments and vessels only. Is it clear? Now moving on. See, clay spindles were also found, okay, during the excavations indicate that yarn was spun. Okay, during that time yarn was spun. People wore clothes that were made of cotton and wool. The discovery of needles and buttons suggests that people stitched clothes. See what they have said? That the people wore clothes that were made of cotton and wool. Right? And the discovery of needles and buttons. What they suggest? That people used to stitch the clothes also. Is it clear? So they were also quite advanced during that time. Now talking about the trade. Okay, see what we are talking about now? The trade. The Harappans had good relation with their neighboring civilization. See, every people, every community, they all have developed different civilizations. We have studied what is a civilization. So, talking about the Harappan civilization, they had good relation with others, that is the neighboring civilizations. They had a flourishing internal as well as external trade. That means they were making well, they were earning well. Why? Because the internal as well as external trade was going on very smoothly. Okay, that means they were buying and selling products and goods to other civilizations and getting in return also. So they were earning well. Occurrence of Harappan artifacts found outside the Harappan region and of foreign objects within the region points towards the existence of long distance trade. See, because what they have found foreign objects. Now how will the foreign objects come over there? Naturally because of trading. So they might be exchanging goods. So for example, if they are exchanging from some other foreign country or place, so they will give it to us, and the Harappans, they will give the grains or anything else. Okay. So this way they used to do the long distance trading as well. Now talking about silver, tin, gold, copper and precious metals were brought from outside, perhaps from Persia. Now Persia, present day we call it Iran. Earlier during their time it was called Persia. Then Mesopotamia. Now present day we call it Iraq. And Afghanistan and Oman. See, these are all important, please underline. Once again, silver, tin, gold, copper and precious metals were brought from outside. Okay, they were brought from outside, perhaps from Iran, Iraq, Afghanistan and Oman. Okay. Now the discovery of Mesopotamian cylindrical seals. Cylindrical seals. Okay, Mesopotamian means present day it is called Iraq. Okay, so the Iraqian cylindrical seals from the Harappan cities and Harappan seals from the cities of ancient Mesopotamia. Just remember this word from Iraq, okay? It is present day Iraq. Earlier it was known as Mesopotamia. Points towards trading links with it. Okay? Now what basically they are trying to say that we have seen cylindrical Mesopotamian seals. Okay? जो इराक में पाई जाती है. इराक की जो cylindrical seals है वो हमें हड़प्पा में मिली है. Okay? The archaeologists have found it. So this shows what? This shows that both of them had trading links with each other. Okay, that means they used to sell or they used to exchange goods with each other. Okay, now the gold could have come from present day Karnataka and semi-precious stones from present day Gujarat, Iran and Afghanistan. Okay, so talking about gold, what they have said? Could have come. They are also not very sure. From Karnataka, present day Gujarat and Afghanistan. Okay. So all this they have said. And the last line what they have said. Let's read the last line of this topic. That is, see, a dockyard excavated at Lothal gives a clear image of the overseas trade. Okay, so even the dockyard were also found. Now see, dockyard, the meaning is clearly mentioned at page number 29. That is a place where the ships load, unload and gets replaced. Okay, it is a place where the ships get loaded. That is, the goods are loaded on it and the goods are unloaded on it. So that place is known as dockyard. So what they said, a dockyard was also found at Lothal. So this means naturally we had overseas trade. Okay, so from shipping what they did, they used to sell products and exchange product to other countries of the world. Is it clear? Okay. So we will meet in the next class and continue from the topic that is script. Okay, till that students please read the topic and if you have any doubts we will discuss in the class. So God bless you all. Goodbye.